We here, baby. We are here. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the defending champions. And let me say this. The Sixers are the real deal, meaning they are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, meaning that we are not to be played with. The 76ers will be in the playoffs. We will be a fourth or third seed in the playoffs. And when we get to the playoffs, we're going to do damage. Can I talk the
talk that talk?
The Sixers beat the Celtics 118-114. Let me say that again. The Sixers beat the Boston Celtics, the defending champions, 118-114. But I got to start it with this player right here. Caleb Martin. I got to give a big shout out to Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin was unbelievable. He was spectacular this game. You know, number 16, Caleb Martin, in 38 minutes was 8 of 11 from the field. 7 for 9 for 3. Put the threes in the chat. Put the threes in the chat. That's all you was hearing all day. Caleb Martin with 23 points, 1 steal, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. That bull Caleb Martin was balling. Shout out to Caleb Martin, man. He's definitely a player of the game, because if it wasn't for him, bro, we would have lost this game big time, because Paul George didn't have the best shooting day. He was 4-15 from the field. We're not going to get into that, but he did play some good defense, had 3 steals, 1 block, and he had 4 rebounds, 12 points. But, you know, he had a down game when he couldn't score, but he did other things. But I got to say this. At halftime, the Philadelphia 76ers, right? At halftime, Joel Embiid had 18 points and 6 rebounds. I'm talking about at halftime. Tyrese Maxey at halftime had 18 points and 8 assists. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We going live for almost every Philadelphia 76er game. This is, you know what I mean, mostly going to be just Sixer content on this channel. I might do some Phillies content on this channel, but it's mostly going to be this Philadelphia 76ers. Let's get back to the game. Now, I got to say this real quick, man. I'm going to get to the final stats and all that, and we're going to get in more detail about Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey's great game. In the fourth quarter, we was beating the brakes off of the dang on Celtics at one point. We was up by like 17, 15 points, and we let them come back. At one point, it was an 18-2 run in the fourth quarter, y'all. And I said, yo, it's about to be over. As soon as Joel Embiid and Paul George got in the game, not saying that we're better without Joel Embiid and Paul George, but before they got in the game, the Celtics were making a little bit of run. But then when they definitely got in the game, they made a complete comeback, bro. I'm not going to sit here and lie. They even got the lead. They went on like 11-0 run in 2 minutes. 2 minutes straight. They went on 11-0 run in the fourth quarter and got back in the game and got the lead. But the Sixers battled back. Now let's get to the player of the game for me. And that's Tyrese Maxey. Number 0 in 41 minutes. This man was 12 of 23 from the field. 3 of 9 from 3. But I don't know about the 3, but you know what I mean? But we're going to skip all that. It is what it is. But the man had 3 steals, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds. Now, did I say his points yet? I didn't say his points, did I? 33 points. But listen, he's only a +5. He should be a +20. I don't understand the plus-minus thing sometimes, because he's the reason why we won this game for the most part. Let's keep it all the way real. All the way, keep it 100. Because if it wasn't for Tyrese, we would have lost this dang on game as well. Same with Caleb Martin. And Joel Embiid had his moments as well. But the 12 assists is big time for me. Because every time he gets 12 assists, it's like he's scoring, bro. And I love it. I absolutely love when he facilitates the ball at that high of a rate. How many turnovers did he have? He only had 3 turnovers, so that's pretty good. 12 assists, 12-3 turnover ratio, 12 assists to 3 turnover ratio. That's pretty good. I like that. You know what I mean? And Tyrese Maxey was coming through, hitting threes when it counted, driving to the lane, hitting clutch free throws. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Straight up spectacular. I absolutely love what he did throughout the game. Throughout the game, he was awesome. I love it. Now, let's get to Joel Embiid. I love Joel Embiid's game for the most part. I just want to say that. I don't want people thinking I'm hating. They say he was a minus 18. The reason why they're saying he's a minus 18, he had a good game, in my opinion, overall. But there were some questionable things. He has 27 points. He had 9 rebounds. He had 2 assists. He had some good defensive plays. He didn't have no blocks or steals, but he had some good defensive plays. The stats, the score box doesn't tell you everything. Joel Embiid was good on defense for the most part. The only thing that I have to talk about when it's negative about Joel Embiid in this specific game, because he was good from 3. He was good from 3, 4 or 5. I can't knock him. I don't really like him shooting that many threes, but he was good, so I can't really hate on that. But some other times he's shooting jump shots, and sometimes I feel like he's settling because he's the most, like my bull TY. Shout out to my bull TY. When it comes down to it, there's no debate here. I don't care what nobody says. Joel Embiid is the most dominant center in the paint. When he posts you up, there's nobody that can guard him one-on-one. And he just sets up, he makes everything so much easier because he can give you a nice assist, a wide open 3. Because if you don't double team him, guess what's going to happen? He's going to cook you in the post, right? The problem is he was settling for too many jump shots. I know he has the gift. He's super talented. He can make his jump shots. But sometimes I feel like he settles for too many jump shots sometimes. Like, for instance, right? The man did a fadeaway from 3. I'm like, what are you doing? He did a fadeaway in the paint. I'm like, what are you doing? Did y'all see that play? He was in the paint, y'all, and he does a fadeaway midi away from the basket, making the shot harder. There ain't no real shot blockers on the Boston Celtics like that. This isn't no Victor Wembanyama in the paint waiting for him. Why are you doing a fadeaway midi in the paint? That's all I'm gonna say about that. Other than that, he was clutch in the fourth quarter with the free throws. He made a good defensive play at the end. So I'm not sitting here, hey, he was 7 of 7 from the free throw line. He was pretty darn good overall. But if that was the one thing I had to talk about it.
Talk that talk.
I just got to keep it 1,000. You know what I mean? But other than that, I feel like I got to give another shout out to another player. You know, Yabusele, man. It doesn't show up in the box score, man. It doesn't. The hustle plays for Yabusele is remarkable, man. Like, I love what Yabusele brings, to this team. Hustle and heart. Every day I'm hustling. Every day he always hustling, bro. He always doing a great job when it comes to the hustle plays and fighting for the boards and just fighting for the loose ball, diving on the floor. There was a one time he stole the ball from Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, dove on the floor, got the ball, and you know what I mean? I love it. 12 points. He was a plus 18. He only played 21 minutes and got us 12 points. The man had 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. Yabusele was a key factor in this game, and I absolutely I love Yabusele on this team. Just a very good role player on this team. I like him a lot. Kyle Lowry, 21 minutes, gave us 5 points. He was a plus 20. You know what I mean? He wasn't bad, bro. I'm not going to sit here and hate on him. He did have 3 rebounds and 3 assists, 5. You know what I mean? He ain't had no turnover, so I'm good. I just feel like Reggie Jackson having 17 minutes for 2 points. He did have 5. He did have 4 rebounds. He did have 2 assists, and he did have 1 steal. So I'm not going to hate on him totally. But my biggest need for the Sixers before the trade deadline, Daryl Morey, you don't got to give up too much. But if you do happen to give up something, make sure we get something back in return. And don't give up too much. I want my first round picks still. I still want my first. Don't give up all our first round picks. I'm cool with giving up second round picks and maybe 1 first round pick. Go get that bull Malcolm Brogdon, bro. I don't know what the money is looking like. I don't know what his injury, if he's hurt. I don't know. But if we can get a Malcolm Brogdon of that caliber, it don't have to necessarily be him. If we can get that, because the biggest need for us is the point guard position, and I'm just keeping it real. We need that position to be solid because we cannot, and I'm going to repeat this one more time. We cannot, I'm going to repeat it one more time, y'all. We cannot depend on Reggie Jackson. We can barely depend on Kyle Lowry. That's all I'm going to say. This was a great win, 118-114 against the defending champions. The Philadelphia 76ers got the blueprint. And the blueprint and the way to win is a healthy Paul George, a healthy Joel Embiid, and a healthy Tyrese Maxey. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I want to say Merry Christmas to each and every one of y'all. Boycott Mike, he's a boss. Yeah, you know that's cap. No, he not. No, he not. Yeah. Thank you, AJ. Thank you for that. Yo, Mike, can I hop on it? I'm about to get up. I got to go see the family. I'll do it next game, but I got to get to the family. My bad, y'all. Shout out to everybody, but I got to get to the family. I got a lot of love for y'all. Much love to y'all. God bless. Have a wonderful night. And by the way, if you haven't already, for all the ones that are in the chat, hit the like button and consider subscribing. We go on live for mostly every Sixer game. And also, we want to do everything Philadelphia 76ers. And I might fit some Phillies content in this as well, depending on how I feel and depending on how y'all feel. Mike Sports Vibes, balling. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Peace. Merry Christmas to y'all. I'm out.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go. I really do this. I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.